Are we live? I think we're live. So, hey guys, how's it going? Just gonna do a little impromptu stream here. We're gonna make this cider house blueberry wine kit. Then the other thing we're gonna do is after this is totally fermented out, we're gonna freeze this whole thing and ice fortify or ice distillation. You'll sometimes hear it called. Basically, we're gonna take this after it ferments, freeze it, pull out the big chunk of ice, and be left with a little bit higher proof, really nice. Well, we'll see how it tastes, but that's the plan. I've got the water heating up. Should be fairly simple, just quick little process here, and we're just going to show you how easy it is to make one of these. Kind of bored around here today. I can show you guys. You want to see what it's looking like outside today here on the officially first day of spring. We got about 7 inches of snow last night, so I was kind of thinking there might not be anybody in here at all today, but we have had a few customers. Alright, we're back. We've got the water heating up here. That'll be ready to go in just a second. It's almost boiling. Alright, couple tweaks I'm going to make to this kit. It only calls for 2 pounds of the dextrose, aka corn sugar. I'm going to add 4 pounds of corn sugar, just this larger size bag. So this only comes to, it's supposed to make 4.7% ABV. Hopefully this will shoot it up to about 6.5, 7 with that much corn sugar in there. And then again, we're going to ice distill that. But yeah, so we've got, let's just go ahead and start mixing everything up. This here, I've got some sanitizer in my fermenting bucket here. I'm going to give that another, just a few good shakes. What's up, Ricky? I'm just shaking this. I've got Star Sand mixed up inside. So this is going to get my fermenting bucket really well sanitized. Easy, quick way to do this. Always a struggle to get these lids on and off. I'm also going to need an airlock, so I better go ahead and get one of those in there. That's all clean. You guys, I have everything kind of set up, so this is going to be real quick and easy. It comes with this cider yeast. I think I'm just going to not use that or the sweetener. We're going to use this San Diego Super 090 yeast since we are bumping up the ABV a little bit. I feel like that's a safe bet. Yeah, let's see the instructions say. That's very nearly boiling, so we're going to pour the concentrate into the fermenter. You can see that it's a real dark, looks like molasses or something almost. It is blueberry, so that makes sense. This is a blueberry apple cider, so it's not completely blueberry. It's, I think most of the fermentable is apple, and then it's kind of flavored with blueberry, kind of like a blueberry cocktail like fruit juice you might get would be, where it has the apple juice too. Make sure we get all of that. Last little bit. No? Okay, I think we got it all. So, pour the concentrate. 2 pounds of dextrose, so again we're going to use 4 pounds. Pour that in there. We're going to need to get our paddle sanitized as well now, so I'll get that soaking in the sanitizer. Get rid of this. So we just add the gallon of boiling water once that's ready. Stir that all in. And then we top it up to 6 gallons with the cold water, which I've got right down here. Then we'll go ahead and add the yeast. And that's it. That's as easy as it is to make these things. You don't really have to do anything more than boil a gallon of water. That's the hardest part. With this star sand, you want to give everything about 20-30 seconds of contact to be thoroughly sanitized. So I'm just going to get both ends of the paddle, stir it around, let that continue to soak. You don't have to fear the foam, so any residue that's left on it is fine. Almost there, you guys. Let's do a gravity reading on this thing too while we're at it. Oh, that's a thermometer. Start sanitizing that hydrometer as well. Great, so our water here is boiling, and it's just telling us to add that right in. I think they're counting on this gallon of boiling water plus the around 4 or 5 gallons of cold water. That's going to even it out to a nice happy yeast temperature. So adding this in, that's going to make it also real easy to dissolve in that corn sugar. My pot was smart enough to know to turn itself off. That's pretty fancy. More sugar. Ricky says more sugar, so just for him, we're going to do another pound. After all, our goal here is basically booze. I forgot I had these lights I can turn on. maybe. A little bit more light. Yeah, for Ricky, we're going to do another pound of the corn sugar. So we have 5 pounds as opposed to the 2 that it calls for now. You want to get that really well mixed in. This is also adding some aeration right now, so that's a good thing. I think I'm going to aerate it even more by pouring it back and forth a couple times here towards the end. But let's stir that a little more. Okay. Now, per the instructions on the package here, our next step is just to top that up to 6 gallons with cold water. So I've got that right here. Some cold water. And do that down here. This bucket has markings on the side, so I'm going to see exactly where to pour it to. Five and 6 gallons. So I'm going to pour the rest of that out into our sanitizer. Now, like I said, I'm going to pour this back and forth 1 or 2 times, and that's going to really aerate it. You're going to see a nice froth on top, and that's just a good little step you can do to help out the yeast. You can kind of jiggle it like that, slosh it around as you're pouring it. Do one more time back into our original fermenter. And I had sanitized both these buckets before we started here, so they're both going to be nice and clean and good to go. There we go, guys. That's basically it. San Diego Super Yeast here. It's a California strain that just does a little bit better at the higher ABV ranges. You'd probably be fine with any yeast on this one, but what the heck. Alright. Scissors would be easier. Okay. Good to go. In goes the yeast. Pop the lid on. You know what? I forgot to do the gravity reading, but who cares? we're going to be, like I said, ice fortifying this or ice distilling this anyway, so that's not really going to matter what the gravity is. Airlocks in, and that's it, guys. That was really easy. That's how you can make 6 gallons of cider. We're gonna see how much ice wine, or what do you call this? What's the name for this final product? I'm not really sure, but hopefully it tastes good. Thanks, you guys.